originally from Toronto, Canada. Spent my life traveling, so I've been in 5 different countries over a few decades, and about 10 years in each location. I've been overseas. I've worked in executive role for Exxon. I've been in leadership roles in those countries. Had a chance to serve on different boards. Had a chance to serve with local government in some of those locations. It inspired me to give back. We have a premier county. We have some of the best public schooling available for all of Virginia. We have a great public safety organization. Our fire and life safety and our sheriff's deputies are some of the best in this entire region, and we see the results of that. Our goal is to maintain steady growth and maintain some of those great services that we have while continuing to look at what new opportunities come by, what can we add in terms of recreation, what can we bring into the county in terms of growth of business and improvement in overall facilities. We do a lot of reading. We do a lot of emails. Regularly, I'll take anywhere from 6 to 10 calls a day, usually from citizens, sometimes others. You know, you live in a regional environment, and often my counterparts in Winsburg or JCC will reach out to me and have questions. How are you handling a particular issue, or can we input or provide you guidance on what concerns us about a development or whatever we have as growth plans in our own area. The rewarding part is solving problems. Citizens come to their board of supervisor and it's sometimes at a last resort. They've worked an issue, or they've tried to work an issue and they're not having any success, and they finally turn to their supervisor and say, here's a problem, do you know how I can move forward, how can you help? And typically we have solutions. We have ability to provide them with access to the right people, or give them ideas on what might work within the context of our ordinances and plans, and have them consider, here's an option that might work for you. You've got to get out, you've got to meet people. It can be HOA meetings, it can be public meetings, it can be going to a reception or going to an awards ceremony or a ribbon cutting. You meet people when you do that, and you've got to talk to them and understand their issues and how you can help them. And it's beyond just the subject at hand at the moment. It's beyond just cutting a ribbon. Spending a half an hour with a new business owner and understanding the challenges they've been through and what could we do differently or better. That's how you connect. That's how you stay on top of what's right for this county and what can we do better. Now, I got lots of favorite restaurants. Giuseppe's Italian in my district, or right next to my district, in JCC. If I'm in Yorktown, it's the Yorktown Pub. Now I have several more to pick from. I can go to the kitchen at Virginia Beer Company. I can go to Q Daddy's. I can go to Chick-fil-A pretty soon. Yeah, there's lots of restaurants. I think there's a hidden gem in District 1 that most people don't know about, and that's New Quarter Park. It's got a lot of facilities, it's got a lot of growth. We could clearly add a substantial number of new items there, and there's not a lot of visitation to it, and I think that's a shame. I think we need to look at what can we add to it. How do we make this, how do we add botanical gardens or other attractions that would make that very popular. This was one of the toughest questions for me to think about and answer. I think it's George Washington. I think you bring him back to the site of the original end of the Revolutionary War, and for him to be able to see the changes that have taken place over 250 years. It's recognized the world over for the opportunities it creates, the ability to come here and start from scratch and really become a successful citizen. I chose citizenship. I chose to move here. It's a great nation. I love gardening. I love to get out and just work in the gardens and work with the lawn and do things outside, and really appreciate that. But aside from that, I've always been heavily involved in sports all through my life. I'm still a very active skier. If I can't spend a week a year in the Alps, there's something wrong. And still routinely get out and do a lot of walking. I don't do so much running anymore. I was a marathoner for many years. I've run in several marathons in Singapore, Dubai, and Boston. I've run each of them 3 times. I would say reading is the other activity that I really like to do. And of course, you need to be able to do that as a Board of Supervisors.